To Hell With It is a third-person hack-and-slash adventure game where you find yourself battling through Hell's more obscure realms in a down-the-rabbit-hole style adventure to retrieve your stolen cat Persephone. In our game, you play as Ayla, who begins her journey by arriving in the Hell Resource Department, where newly arrived souls get assigned to different levels of Hell. Ayla is here in search of her cat, and after coming to Hell, she's not about to take no for an answer. She's gonna hack and slash her way through any demons, fiends, and undesirables that stand in her way. After cutting the line, a helpful desk clerk explains to Ayla she'll need approval from 3 of the underworld floor managers in order to requisite her cat back. Ayla is then pointed in the direction of what she can only assume is a Hell elevator, or a Hellevator? Either way, it takes her to a floor of Hell where she begins her journey and her mettle is tested. The core combat mechanics are meant to emphasize Ayla's agility, and the combo meter is meant to give visceral feedback to the player while also buffing abilities. Another core design pillar is to create unconventional floors of Hell by melding aspects of real-world elements and surrealism. Here, we've arrived in the 666 Turnpike, a nightmarish knot of fiery freeways and infernal interstates. Along the way, you will encounter a variety of monsters, enemies, and bosses themed after each level of Hell. Think mischievous stoplight gremlins and dangerous crosswalk snakes. After that, you might find yourself in the Satanical Gardens, a jagged jungle full of gnashing needles and perilous petunias. The hack-and-slash genre typically has pacebreaker mechanics that space out combat. We're aiming to include minor climbing sections as a secondary mechanic and tool for level designers to employ for this reason. These sections should also allow for vertical exploration and more complex environments. But it doesn't end there. Each floor crescendos with a confrontation with the floor manager that, once defeated, will reward the player with a choice between one of 3 new abilities and bring Ayla one step closer to reuniting with her cat. After completing each level, return to the HR hub to sort your powers, strategize, and rethink how you want to fight in the next layer of Hell. Because every decision matters and you only have room for a few powers, you'll want to make sure your abilities synergize with each other to give yourself the best advantage during combat. For example, you can take a slow ability and combine it with the ground pound ability so that you can lock enemies in place and then use the ground pound to destroy them all at once. We're looking towards the old God of War games and Darksiders 2 as reference for the hack-and-slash combat. Tonal references include the surrealism of Alice in Wonderland mixed with tongue-in-cheek humor similar to Monty Python. We've also focused in on our stylized art style that leverages realistic lighting, playful proportions, and a vibrant color palette, which would be similar to games like The Pathless and Fortnite. Lastly, our progression design pillar comes down to player choice. Players are able to choose which floors they will visit in whatever order they want, and they also have agency over Ayla's arsenal of abilities, making each playthrough different. Thanks for listening to the pitch, and we'll now answer any questions you all might have.